My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. Now, I have level 10 with all of the clans except for Stygian at this point, so I'm actually gonna get Stygian as my primary clan and then randomize the allied clan here. Still just working on those final couple unlocks here. Ooh, a mollusk mage as well as 2 fortifies and 2 helical crystallises. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Tempers the strength of my units as well, so that doesn't really matter to me, it's just sap. Let's see what we get in the artifacts first. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on that floor. Alright. I'm gonna try and go for like an incant stack build kind of situation. And then helical is like a nice finisher. Sweep, apply spell weakness 1 to the attacked unit. Pretty dang good. Put that behind a unit that has a bunch of fortify on it. It applies a bunch of spell weakness on the bottom line. And then we can just nuke targets on the top line with the helical crystals, the frozen lance, and the mollusk mage. Also provides a lot of AoE for us, which we don't necessarily already have. The ability to control the backliners. This boss is the Chains of the Sighted, adds a, on resolve trigger, adds a self-mutilation card to the top of our draw pile, has 4 and 130 as its stats. I mean, honestly, Helical Crystallis actually kills the Forged Silent by itself. I'm gonna get the unit draft here. I'm looking for incant units very early. Go for your Helical Crystallis. Pop down another Train Steward and we're fine. And then... Nice. Now you've got spell weakness. So... Wait, Mollusk Mage is only 1? Actually, hang on, also Tethys is only 1. Interesting. Yeah, that means I can get a Train Steward here. So Train Steward, I'll torch to kill you. Frozen Lance. Great. So we're gonna stack a lot of spell weakness while all of this is resolving. And now you have 6 spell weakness. This is a lot of damage on you now. Get that out first. 77, yeah. Pretty good. Ice Tornado, deal 20 damage to a random, random enemy unit 3 times. I want the Guardian Stone here. Incant, apply 1 armor to friendly units. This is a really good backliner in an Incant build. I do like the Ice Tornado as well, but I already have 2 Helical Crystallises that kind of fit the same bill. Fortify is actually also really good. 0 cost spell. Siren of the Sea is nice, but it doesn't grow huge quickly. But you know what? It's another incant trigger, and that's exactly what I was asking for. I'll take it. It's also a good minion to target with an upgrade here. Actually, we might even find another incant trigger in the Stygian units over here. So let's look at the Merchant of Steel. I'm looking for multi-strike. Here we are. It's multi-strike. Another incant trigger, eh? It's like Siren of the Sea, and a Guardian Stone. Cast a bunch of spells on that floor. The only problem that I see here is that with the second Siren of the Sea, that means I'm not putting Tethys on the same floor. So if Tethys clears, then I'm not, like, if Tethys clears and Tethys isn't well defended, I'm using Fortifies to defend the unit in front of Tethys. So I'm using a lot of spells on the Tethys floor instead of on the Siren of the Sea floor. So what I probably want to do is instead get another Incant Armor 1 or just Incant anything, honestly. And just have the Siren of the Sea as the frontliner, Guardian, and Tethys all on the same floor. Okay. So I'm not taking the second one here then. Multi-strike is pretty good for you. I can also just increase your stats right now and give you +4, +6, which I actually think is probably a really good idea. Gives you some decent stats to get started with. Then I'm gonna Heartstone the Guardian Stone as well, so that it doesn't get wiped out by sweep in the first round or two. And then if I desperately do, after this fight, feel like I actually did need another copy of the Siren of the Sea, then I can dupe this one. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 3. That's a problem for Tethys, but honestly, not a big problem for the rest of us. I might actually just not even play Tethys at the start here, because Tethys will just die to that. Although, I could just target Tethys with armor. Right? That'll do. Can't do that right now, though. That's really annoying. Like an awful, awful hand. Damage, 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 2, damage, 2, damage, damage. Armor, 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 damage. Like, literally, this might be the worst hand I could have drawn. Save getting a different train. Like, actually, Train Steward, Mollusk Mage, and Guardian Stone are the only other bad cards that I could have drawn in the deck, and the Train Steward. And instead, I got 3 of the Train Stewards, so I got 3 of the 6 cards that I didn't want this turn. That sucks. Alright. Well. If I put a Train Steward here, then I can put the Siren of the Sea behind it. The Train Steward dies to the first 2 attacks. The Siren of the Sea responds, killing the Clergyman and the other Clergyman. And then put another Train Steward on the top floor, I guess. I don't love it, but... By the way, like, any of these spells also would have done 2 damage to the backline, like another random minion with the Token of the Traitor as well. Like, this is uniquely an awful hand for us. Cast as many spells there as possible. It's way too early for that to happen. Was there seriously only 2 rounds of combat before this? Before the brief respite? What? That seems wrong, right? That seems wrong, doesn't it? Alright, That's Guardian Stone. The Tethys at the very back. Frozen Lance, and then Frozen Lance again, I guess. Yep. Then next turn I play Helical Crystals. Yep. Worked down the end, but that was just an awful, awful draw. Like, knocked me back on my heels to see that at the start. Apply spell weakness 1 to an enemy unit. It's another 0-cost spell. I do like 0-cost spells, and I do like stacking spell weakness, especially considering I have the Crystallises for the front line. These are all pretty bad. I need to cut more Train Stewards from this deck, evidently, as soon as I possibly can, but there's also the Stygian unit over here, as well as a Merchant of Steel. Stygian unit, I could still find some important incant triggers. Merchant of Steel doesn't really have anything to upgrade unless this is good. Merchant of Magic obviously has like good targets. Reduce the cost of the Helical Crystallis is a really good thing that we can do here. Honestly, reducing the cost of all of the spells is just really good. Means that I can definitely play as many of them as possible on a turn. Permafrost on something gives something plus 10 magic power, and plus 10 magic power probably goes on a Helical Crystallis. Ooh, never seen this before. A collection of glowing brands is scattered next to a granite crypt. Each brand bears the mark of one of the clans of hell. Those of the Awoken, Remnant, and Umbra seem to be the only ones hot enough to be of use. Branding the crypt may yield additional support from that clan, either through monster or magic. Who has the best support for spells? It's Awoken, right? But it's rare is the thing. Awoken's Spike would be really good. That is intriguing. I could take Spreading Spores and I could double cost reduce it real quick here. We already have a sweep unit though, so we already have sweep and we gain armor on the same floor. So Spreading Spores is actually most valuable because it is a spell that gives me more spells. I'm gonna take Channel Song, I think, here. I could actually even just take the money. Putting Quick on Tethys isn't bad either, actually, though. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, Quick on Tethys. A quick sweeper unit. You press the glowing brand into the stone with a hiss. The crypt cracks open to reveal a gift from the forgotten denizens of hell. Even in defeat, it seems. Hell is full of surprises. Crystallis. Reduce the cost of that one. Roll. Oh, nice. Give something holdover. Reduce the cost of this one. Holdover. I could see holdover on armor. I don't know if I need holdover on anything though. I don't know if anything is powerful enough to actually want to play it multiple times consecutively here. Next area, I have a Hellvent as well as an Unstable Vortex. And that's probably the side I'm going on, so that's where I can remove two more of my Train Stewards, so I'll remove one here. Okay. This should not be a difficult fight at all. Sorry to the sea. Little crystals. Yay, we won that turn. I'm gonna pop the Train Steward there intentionally to kill it. Guardian Stone goes in front of you. Quick there. Block. Spell weakness. Damage. Now that dies to a single Frozen Lance. Which we obviously have to do. Double fortify you. Hey, we did manage to get that bomb with the token of the traitor. Great. Helical Crystallis kills those two as well. And in fact, it's definitely... Yeah, we're definitely drawing one this time. It's a great lore. Gotta say, I like it a lot. It's doing real work. This will be 12 plus 1. Oh, fine, I have to Crystallis you. Dang it. So now I'm looking for relics that say like incant abilities trigger twice or something like that. Or a stone that says on incant apply spell weakness to enemies. Okay. Then by the time this combat ends, that target has picked up a giant amount of spell weakness due to Tethys, and then literally I only need any spell to blow them up. Yep. I would have done that twice. That was more than 1,000 damage represented there. One Horn's Tome. Honestly though, yes. We can cost reduce, we have the time to cost reduce this. Offering Monument, draw, and this unit gains -1. That's really good early, especially with all of my fortifiers, just to get a bunch of incant stacks off really early. It'll make the Siren of the Sea grow quite quickly. I'll take that happily. And we have to go for draw. So that, I won't play the Mollusk Mage until the offering is dead. I might not go for those. The money here is a little bit important. Obviously, we've got the Merchant and Unstable Portal next to it. Actually, this is really good. So getting a little bit more money for that is a good idea. But also the artifact, like, there are so many things that could rocket us to success. Extra draw, anything that gives us extra spell casts, anything that gives us extra incant triggers. Merchant costs are reduced by 25% this early on. Hell yes, you best believe I want that. Frostbite 2 on all enemy units when I already have sweep. Like usually, unless this is like starting out stacking Frostbite on a target, in a non-Frostbite build, what this is doing for you is dealing 3 damage over 2 floors to backline units. But our sweep already does that. Take a Guild Marker. Guild Marker's a great pickup there. I was thinking, as soon as I clicked that, I was like, probably one of the only things I would take here would be a Steel Worker, but I still don't want it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, but even then though. So I have a bad habit in this game of building one very powerful floor and then ignoring the rest. I will say, however, for this build, that seems appropriate. It seems appropriate for one big reason. That's because putting two big reasons rather. Putting all of the incant triggers on the same floor means that you want to operate as much as possible on that floor. And if that floor's powerful enough, I mean, no one's getting anywhere else, it doesn't really matter, right? The secondary thing, and this is the most important thing I think, is that Tethys imparts spell weakness as everyone goes by, and then I have just big spells to nuke those targets down, and importantly, those big spells don't just target the frontline unit. If the Helical Crystals kills the front enemy with the first attack, then the second one goes to the second enemy. So this really works well. Damage spells cast on this floor cost -1 energy. That is actually really appealing. It's too appealing. I have to take it. As much as I want the extra spell weakness, this is a bunch of free spells, and energy is like our only real concern right now. I can't set up on the top floor. Oh, no, wait. So I can't set up on the top floor, but I can just let the Sycophants deal, what, 8 per floor? So 8, 8, 16. I can take 16 damage here in order to get 150 coins. That's not bad. And that's only if I don't get any spells that happen to clear all of them. Because I have to set up on the bottom floor because of these Absolvers. That just has to happen. So Tethys, you go there. Guardian Sun, you go there. Siren, you see, you go there. Offering, you go there. I can kill a whole floor. No, I can't because I don't have the energy for it. Never mind. Yeah, I'm fine with taking 16 damage here. Like, I specifically did invite that. Well, can't continue the cycle. But you see how good that's the offering totem is for us there? It's exciting. Oh, butts. Actually, hang on, I had 2 torches. Never mind, it got dead in 1 torch. Hell yeah. Okay. Now that we've lost that minion, we can put the mollusk mage down. Honestly, a train steward on the top, the train steward on the top floor would die, but a train steward on the top floor, if it did kill one of the sycophants, would be bad, because at the moment, all of them deal 2 damage to the last shard of the pyre and then die, but if I kill one of them, it gives +2 damage to all of its friendly units, so it's 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. Instead of taking 8 damage, I'm taking 12 damage before they all die. I'll have a Crystallis in a turn or 2. Speaking of Crystallises. Just get the rest of the train stewards out. And finally we get the quick off on you. Yes, we're gonna have difficulty casting One Horn Stone for a while. I'm not concerned though. And now they're not even getting to the 2nd floor with the extra spell weakness on them. Very good. Armor twice as fast for the trade-off of magic power. I think the magic power actually matters. I'm gonna pass them down. Impish Scholar oftentimes will end up returning a Wildwood Tome that I don't really care about getting a 2nd copy of. So again, I'll pass there. Merchant of Magic is a very, very good thing for us to see here. Don't hugely love any of those, but I'll reduce the cost of the One Horn's Tome before we reroll. Also, the Pyre Health, by the way, I was always planning on coming this side, so the damage I took in the last fight was free. It affected my score at the end of the run, but other than that, nothing really. Let's get train stewards out of here. The torches are actually super valuable still, so keep them. I could actually just Power Stone like a frozen lance or something like that. No reason not to, I don't think. Remove consume and cost +1. That's a problem because the One Horn Stone would be more expensive again. I think I have to just reduce the cost of it again. Alright, I'm just gonna have 1 ultra buff frozen lance, I guess. Move the final train steward as well. Save some money for the next area because there'll probably be an artifact shop. Let me actually double check. Yeah, merchant trinkets. Non-boss enemy units restore health when they move off a floor. Yeah, but if they move off a floor, they've got spell weakness 1 on them. If they've got spell weakness 1 on them, the helical crystals does 70 by itself. Yeah, that's still enough. We good. It's 140 with the spell weakness. monument. Nice. Hard to deny that this is pretty powerful. The offering monument, by the way, if I can give that a minion buff to give it more health, I will do it. I happily. I'll do it gleefully even. Okay, let's go Mollusk Mage down there. Now I don't want to use that many torches to get buffs. Multi-strike on... I mean, like, multi-strike on the Siren of the Sea is obviously ridiculous. Gets it extra stuff, but I'm gonna go for the extra spell weakness. No, Ryan, you cast a lot of spells. Just put it on the minion that does the damage. Don't try and get tricky with it. Everything's going fine. You don't need to get tricky with it and make it a little bit worse. Honestly, these fortifies being 0 cost is so ridiculous for this. Okay, right click so we can actually speed this up. Ooh. Units gain an extra upgrade slot. That's an extra upgrade possibility on my Siren of the Sea. I'll take it. Really, none of these tend to work with the deck. This is the discard synergy. These are both frostbite synergy. This is incant synergy, but I don't want frostbite as part of the incanting that I do. I already kill a bunch of units easily. Frostbite is really good if I didn't have something like a token of the trader that was already taking out backliners for me, like quite consistently. Or if I didn't have the sweeper, which was taking them out even more consistently. No. Even the battering ram there isn't that big. It's not significantly better than getting something else. Ooh, okay, so I can see 6 artifacts over here. I only see 2 artifacts in the shop, but I get a minion upgrade, which could go on the Siren of the Sea, as well as the Unstable Vortex for more removal. More removal here at this point would probably be... Honestly, it'd probably be like Frozen Lance Torch at this point. More consistently get back to my fortifiers, my 0 costs. I'm not certain I need to do that, though. Let me go to this side. Incant trigger strike twice. Come on. Whoa! Grant +4 stacks of armor each time it is applied to friendly units. That is every... Not only the fortifies, but that is every incant trigger from the Guardian Stone. Yeah, whatever. 50% chance to apply daze to an enemy unit actually saves us a lot of HP on our frontliner on that bottom floor, so I will take that, but the incant trigger, we didn't get the double incant trigger, which is, you know? Before getting the pyre health, I'll go here in case it's... Stop giving this event! I don't want it! Stop it! I swear that event shows up like 5 times as much as every other event. They have spell shield, like I care. I'm just gonna cast a bunch of spells and then suddenly they don't have any spell shield anymore. So, see in the front line now. Guardian Stone. Okay. Clear that floor. I'm healing you up, like, fully, 100%. In a way that is definitely not great, because now it's actually protected. I think I'm taking 4 damage here to you. Stupid incant triggers. Oh god. Oh, the reflectors. So annoying. I'm getting to the top anyway. These are fine. Anything with just health on, easy. See how easy that was? It's just the incant for armor triggers that are annoying to me. So I'm gonna take 8 damage in this battle. It's just like, if this represented a more... If this represented like a bigger threat, and how it would represent a bigger threat is like, if many enemies in the game shared the problem that is allowing the clipped reflectors to get past me, then I would be concerned. But the only thing that has him can't gain armor 10 is the clipped reflector. And you don't fight them every floor. You don't fight them very consistently at all. But I will need to keep in mind for the future how I will deal with things like that in incant builds. I just don't think it's a dire problem right now. Like, I don't think it's something that I need to immediately try and pivot the build to address. Keep on fortifying. I'd love to see the boss try and kill me. Yeah, you can't even get through the Siren of the Seas armor at all. That was never gonna happen, to be fair. We all know. There you go. I'm going draw again. Honestly, they're like extremely done. Going draw. Pyre-bound. Ascend all enemy units on this floor and by days 3. So that's like a tiresome climb, but way better. Enhance all spells in hand with magic power +5. I want to like give that holdover. Cast it every turn. I don't think I need to at all, but I mean, it makes that like a crystal. Sure, let's take this, just because I haven't taken it before. And draw. Draw is even better when I have that, because now it hits more targets in hand at the same time. Oh, cool. Hold over. It is not a damage spell, so I'll reduce its cost manually. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck to the middle floor. Interestingly, I'm pretty sure that just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just summons all of my units except for the Tethys to the middle floor on the first turn, reliably. Their ordering is not reliable, and their ordering could be a problem. I have to take the Pyre Wall. Honestly, it's like double Torch at this point. Well, no, Torch is actually still viable in targeting a backliner, and with the Mollusk Mage, it's actually got good reach. It's gonna be a Frozen Lance and a Torch. 1 Frozen Lance and a Torch. Spell weakness 2, definitely. And back to the Merchant of Magic. I honestly think at this point, like maybe pay for 2 more reveals, get another torch, and get another frozen lance out of here. Honestly, I could actually see getting rid of the fortifiers right now. Oh, that's spicy. Yeah, get rid of them. They don't benefit from the spell power that we have from the Unleash the Titan. Give them all the armor in the world, like I care. Okay. I might want to set up on a higher floor here. However, we have the Guardians. Sorry, Guardian Stone? That's the Guardian. So I thought we had the drawing one. Okay, I'll set up on the 2nd floor. Just to give myself a little bit more time here. Offering monuments. I'm gonna harness the Titan. Harness the Titan again. Great. No more spells I can cast without targeting the frontline enemy unit. Alright, fine. Pull them up then. And now I have space for the Mollusk Mage. And let's, no, it's the Titan again. One good thing about the target front enemy unit rather than target enemy unit is that it means that I can cast it even while there are no enemy units on there for the extra incant triggers. Double your sweeping power just in case. Cool. And now with extra spell weakness, guess what happens on the next floor? Give you a hint. Something like that. Nice. Honestly, this build was done ages ago. Now it's just beginning, honestly. Pretty high damage torches right there. I want to see what they are by the end of the match. Let's almost that Titan again. Poison Lances are up to 50. Next turn we'll finally know. Just reuse that to worm you down and then go for the incant triggers, of course. Alright. So, how powerful were our torches? 42 damage torch. Without spell weakness, it's a 42 damage torch, mind. My whole plan of having like a floor with the Tether supplying spell weakness consistently and then losing that floor but nuking the boss for 1 billion damage on the next floor in the boss rush at the end of each fight isn't needed anymore, as it turns out. Weird that. Urchin spines. No, spell weakness is... We're not a spell weakness build anymore. We're a build that happens to have a little bit of spell weakness. No. Branding right interesting would be one less cost because the fact it does damage. I could see getting a dupe and actually getting another one-horned tome. Or even like another offering monument built up real big, real fast. Actually, I really like that. The extra offering monument plus the ability to possibly upgrade the other one. Multi-strike. Fine. Trinket first. When you play your third spell of the turn, all spell powers gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. I'll take it. I don't think it's needed, but I'll take it. Definitely don't need any of those. Okay. Let's pop another multi-strike on you. That's a problem. I'll give you Battle Stone, I guess. What if I do just give it Large Stone as well? And then in the start round, I just play like Offering Monument, spell, Offering Monument, and then get another... And then just cycle through. Basically, like, I can't play Tethys until the end of the round, and I can't play my Mollusk Mage until the end of the round doing... Honestly? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, you get that. Then we'll dupe you. This will get our build, like, our setup a lot faster. I might have to set up on floor 2 to do this, though. We'll see. No, I have both the Offering Monuments here. We can do it. Although we should set up on the top floor here. The reason we should set up on the top floor is because the Light Wings will be here constantly. I will need to kill them, basically one every turn. Siren in the Sea. Tethys is actually why I can do this cycle because of the lower cost, so I actually do need to play the Tethys here. Didn't think I was going to need to do that yet. Now. Let's go Horse Tome on you. Fortify. Actually, you'll never even strike at this rate with the saps. You need a damage up. Or a purge buff. Now that that's gone, just have the extras cast there. Yeah, they're casting the sap on this floor every time. Every single time. That is, I did not cast that. Rude. You know I didn't cast that one yet. Yeah, this whole setup situation is working a lot worse than I thought. I forgot that Tethys was part of it, so I wasn't going to be able to get the Guardian Stone out at the same time. If I had extra capacity, this would still be fine though. I should at this rate, though, be able to cycle until the extra Guardian Stone dies. Great, and then it is Guardian Stone, Mollusk Mage, and then just keep going. Stop dazing! Annoying! It's very annoying! Weakness. Local crystals blow you up. Always the same. At least every second round, this guarantees the Seraph is going to be standing next to my units, which just exposes it to taking damage. So I am thankful for that, at least. But yeah, the whole invalidation of my Tethys, as well as the Guardian Stones not working as well as I'd otherwise planned. Yeah, it's a little bit out of nowhere for me. At the very least, that does teach me a lot, though. And also, it's not going to kill me. I like that it can teach me without necessarily having to kill me in order to get across that lesson. This hard targeting of the only floor that I have the minions on is annoying. It's a better breakpoint for just killing the frontliner instantly. Yeah, we're almost going to have killed the Seraph in time. If this could sweep, we will have killed the Seraph, or would have killed the Seraph in time, rather. Keep him coming. Harness the Titans, honestly, worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Very, very pleased with it. And then we could just leave battle to occur on this floor until we win. But I am dedicated to seeing if I could have done this with just my spells. Not that far off. All right. That was a damn good run. Gotta say. That's gonna be a lot of experience with the Stygian there. I mean, I know we're on level 8, but who knows? Maybe we go up 2 levels at the same time. If we don't, then you know what? We're gonna have another Stygian in the next run. Lost Mage and Harness the Titan both get their upgrades. Stygian goes to level 9, picks up Gifts for a Guard. Draw 3 spells and enhance them with Consume, plus 20 magic power and 0 cost. And we did end up a little short there. That's okay. We'll get that 10th level in just a moment. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. There's a link in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.